Hi, I'm Holly Johnson. Welcome to this evening, Sunday, July 12th edition of Celebrity Updates. And here is your celebrity news. First of all, what is totally still in the minds of everybody is Michael Jackson. His memorial service was this last Tuesday and was a very big event. It was held in Los Angeles in the Staples Center. 17,500 guests were allowed to come in randomly. Basically, people went online and they were allowed to apply for the tickets, and then they were randomly selected to come down. And then there were many celebrities who came, and of course the family. It was a very somber event. People were excited at first, but they said they left looking like they definitely felt what happened there. The event was broadcast on TV all over the world, I'm sure. It was definitely broadcast in places like New York. It was broadcast right in Times Square. Everybody was watching who wasn't there. It was definitely a big event, and a sad one too. It both celebrated the King of Pop, and it pretty much said goodbye. It had to give a chance to say goodbye. Many different people were singing Michael Jackson songs as a tribute. Mariah Carey sang, Jennifer Hudson sang the song "Will You Be There" from Free Willy. That's where it was like first probably heard. Brooke Shields talked. She grew up around Michael Jackson. They were kind of friends. They kind of dated a little bit. She knew a lot about him, and she even said his very favorite song was "Smile," which is the Charlie Chaplin song that was written from one of his movies. And Jerome Jackson sang a version of that, and pretty much, you could feel the emotion there because him and his brother had just died, and he was even crying at the end. I mean, it was a very emotional event. There wasn't a dry eye in the house when Michael Jackson's daughter Paris spoke about loving her daddy and missing him, and she said he was the best daddy in the world. I mean, I'm willing to bet not a single person was not crying from that because it was very touching, very sad. And now the focus after this memorial service is pretty much where he's going to be buried. It's kind of up in the air right now. They're hoping to put him eventually at Neverland Ranch has been definitely a possibility, but they don't know yet. And right now the kids are probably one of the biggest focuses right now on what's going to happen with them. They have a trial this week on Monday, and hopefully it will be decided pretty soon where they're going to live, either with the biological mother, the first two children, Paris and Prince the First, Debbie Rowe, or with Michael Jackson's mother, Catherine. And he wanted Catherine to have the children, so it's kind of decided right now. And basically that's one of the things that's going to be in the news. And his death is still under investigation. They still think it's a drug thing. His dad, Joe Jackson, is saying that he thinks it was some sort of a foul play thing, like possibly he was drugged wrong by somebody. We don't know what's going to happen. Obviously the investigation is going to go on for a couple more weeks. And Michael Jackson's doctor said that he was fine 3 days before, but other people are saying that he still had problems. He was still not well enough to be able to do this because of the way he was taking medicines and everything. So a lot is coming out right now. I don't know how much is going to actually be true, but Joe Jackson's going to be doing a special on Tuesday, a special primetime event called Family Secrets on ABC. So definitely stay tuned to that to see some more information on that as he speaks and as this continues. Well, moving on to a little more happier notes, because we're going to have to jump to one another, and it's still very sad and all that. Well, is it love? Justin Bartha took his almost a year now girlfriend, Ashley Olsen, to Paris. And so they went for a romantic little getaway. And the great thing about Justin is really happy about is Mary Kate, of course, is Ashley Olsen's sister and twin sister, approves of him. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, but it's very sweet that they seem to be definitely getting along still. And, well, we thought Justin Timberlake might be broken up with Jessica Biel. It's still undecided, but they were reported seen shopping together more recently in the last week. So, you never know. Maybe they're still together. Well, last week we reported that Jennifer Aniston was trying to choose between Bradley Cooper and Gerald Butler. She was still trying to choose between the two of them. Well, basically, it looks like her decision may have been made for her, as Bradley Cooper has been seen going on a couple dates now with Renee Zellweger, another former actress and another big celebrity. And basically, Bradley is saying pretty much he is just friends with both Jennifer and Renee. So I don't know who you believe. I don't know who to believe, but it's a possibility that maybe there's nothing going on there. But Jennifer seems to be kind of, in the meantime, kind of heartbroken. I guess she really did like Bradley maybe more than Gerald. So maybe she'll go for Gerald. Maybe she won't go for anybody. So we'll just have to see. Well, Lindsay Lohan is probably beating herself up pretty badly right now, if you haven't heard this already. She pretty much turned down the role in the movie The Hangover that was later filled by Heather Graham, which is, I think it was a stripper. And basically, she said she didn't think the script was well. She didn't like the movie. She didn't know how it was going to work. So she turned it down. Well, the movie is pretty sensationally successful. $250 million so far to date. That's a lot of money to have turned down. So I'm betting she's beating herself up over that one. Yeah, the movie definitely sold. Well, John and Kate, they're of course in the news a little bit again because last weekend on the 4th of July, they spent some time together with the kids. Like they kind of got together just so the kids could have some fireworks. You know, try to make things normal, but it says the couple were hardly talking to each other, so obviously there's nothing changed. You know, they've been separated for so long now. The divorce is more reality recently, and basically John wants to be moved out of the house by September. He's hoping to move to New York to be a production, like a TV producer thing. And basically their show right now is on hiatus till August 3rd. And they're trying to decide how they're going to go on with the show, if they go on with the show, with John and Kate not together anymore and all that stuff. And it is quite possible that, you know, this is going to be goodbye from John and Kate. It's quite possible they're going to step out of the limelight and off the stage and not be with us anymore because of the whole marriage thing. So it's quite a possibility. People are guessing it. I mean, what's the fun in watching a show when they're not together? Sadly, with working apart. Double date. It's really great, isn't it? It's a double date. Ben Affleck and his good friend, best friend, Matt Damon, got together with their wives. Ben Affleck's wife, Jennifer Gardner, and Matt Damon's wife, Luciana, got together for a dinner on the 29th of June at the Beverly Hills Lounge. So basically they had dinner. They just had dinner with their friends and stuff. It was a good time. We had fun. Well, Tobey Maguire apparently was keeping his son's name kind of secret. His 2-month-now-old son has finally been revealed. Otis Tobias Maguire. So there you go. That's the son's name if you wanted to know. This is the second child for him and his wife. Well, it looks like that Jason Travick has agreed to move into Britney Spears. It looks like it because basically him and Britney Spears were shopping for home stuff. So looks like, you know, last week I reported that she asked him to move in. Looks like he probably did. Will she write a book? Jessica Simpson, who is currently this month starting to film that show The Price of Beauty, which we reported in the last couple of weeks for VH1, is currently thinking about making a book based on the series. Basically, it would be about beauty secrets and stuff and what makes things beautiful. It would be like a self-help book. She's thinking about writing that, so maybe she will write that. It might be interesting. Poor Rupert Grint. Have you heard this one? Rupert, who plays Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter films, got a touch of the swine flu. It was a mild case. He was over in a couple days, but he had to take time off work and everything, and it kind of affected his work. But he's back to work filming the first part of the 2 parts for the 7th Harry Potter film. So he's okay, but even Harry Potter gets touched. Even wizards get touched by the horrible swine flu, so nobody's immune, sadly. Well, poor Rachel Ray. This week it was reported that she was possibly going to have vocal cord surgery on her because she has a benign cyst on her vocal cords. But now it's reported that she's pretty much okay. She's like going through therapy right now for her vocal cords, and she's fine and doing better. So that's good. Well, in marriage and relationship news, it's sad to report that Timothy Hutton and his wife of 9 years, French Aurora Giscard, have decided to divorce. But in happy news, Pam might be engaged on the show The Office, and now the real-life actress, played by Jennifer Fisher, is also engaged to her boyfriend, writer Lee Kirk. So congratulations to her.